Okay, this video is the third video in the sequence on arithmetic sequences. Haha, but at any rate. So we have oh, I probably can't even spell. Sorry, folks, there's no E there in arithmetic. Okay, arithmetic sequences. Now, when we talk about arithmetic sequences, you will notice on a lot of formula sheets, this is what you will see. And if you've been watching my videos so far, I haven't really worked with this at all. But this is the formula. You can use what I've taught in the first or second videos for the explicit form, which is still what this is, or you can use the formula. So let's consider this two ways then. I'm going to do a sequence I haven't done in the first two, just to give you another sequence or another example. So this sequence starts this way. I have -9, -4, 1, 6, and it keeps going. Okay, so in this case, here's my a sub 1, here's a sub 2, here's a sub 3, just as a review for what that symbol stands for. So this is just the term, and there's the term number. And obviously, they only give us 4 terms, but it's going to go up to some a sub n. We have to figure out what that is. So there's no surprise in this formula. The a sub n is whatever term we're seeking, or perhaps we're given. A sub 1 is the first term in the sequence. N is the number of term, like whatever number you're looking for. So that would be whatever this is. If it's the 4th term, that's what you're looking for. This will be 4. If it's the 20th term, then you use 20 over here. Then we have the difference, or the common difference, which we talked about in video 2 explicitly. So we've got to find the common difference here. Okay, so let's look here. What would the common difference be between -9 and -4? We're going up in value, -9 being less than -4. So the common difference will be positive in this case. How far do we have to go up to get from 9 to 4? -9 specifically to -4, we have to go up 5. Does that hold? If I go up 5 again, will I get to +1? Yep. If I go up 5 from +1, will I get to 6? Absolutely. So in this case, my common difference is 5. So in the previous video, what I would have done was simply said, all right, we can find a sub n by taking the common difference, which gets multiplied to n, absolutely, okay? But we're going to have to add something, because if I think of a sub 1 equaling 5 times 1, I have to do something to that to end up with this term of -9, right? Because 5 times 1 does not equal -9. Absolutely not. So I must have to do something in here to get to -9. As a matter of fact, in this case, I'm going to have to subtract. Okay, subtract, let me think here. Going back to an equation, if I subtracted 5 from both sides to figure it out, I'd have -9, take away 5, I would get -14. Because now it would work. I would have 5, take away 14, would give me -9. Awesome. So that gives me my a sub n, or explicit form. So what's happening here? Let's think about the formula. So let's write that formula down. So we have, I'm going to write it down again because I've done a lot of work up there, obviously. A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times my common difference. All right. So in this case, I have a common difference of 5. So I'm going to go ahead and just plug that in the formula because I was handily given it in this case. Now maybe I don't know n. In this case, don't know n, so I'm going to leave it alone. But I do know a sub 1. What is a sub 1? I go back up. In this case, I go back up to here. There's my a sub 1, which has a value of -9. All right, so I have -9 plus. And that's going to give me my general term for a sub n. All right, let's do the math. What do we have to do here? we have to use the distributive property. I have to distribute 5 to n and -1. So I get a sub n equals -9 plus, maybe a little tricky here, 5 times n minus 1 times 5. Look at that. There's our 5n. We know, let's look back up here, we need 5n, so that's where that comes from in the formula. Remember what we did over here? When we solved this equation, we thought about, okay, we had to make that, you know, two sides of the equation, so I had to think, if I had 5 plus something I didn't know equals -9, I would have had to subtract 5 from both sides to get that -14 I was talking about. Lo and behold, what am I doing here? 5 times -1, well, that's -5. These are like terms, -9 and -5, just like over here. So a sub n equals 5n minus 14. That's the formula that came from this formula, but matches what we got with logical thinking. So you can do it either way, but keeping in mind, that's what happens with the formula. Thank you.